Hello guys, it's been a while. So, it has been a while. It's been a while for not only me live streaming, but for me actually, doing The Walking Dead. Like, I was originally going to just do this on Capture Card and upload videos and stuff like that with it, but it's been a really long time. So my plan is I'm just going to do all of Season 1, Episode 1, and do that in one live stream. I'll probably end up live streaming another one, assuming I have time. It's right now 1:35 where I am in the afternoon. And my grandparents get home around 4 in the afternoon. So, you have me until then. But there's actually quite a bit of updates. I don't know if you guys know, I don't remember where I left you guys off with my life. My life-wise, I am no longer working at Marble, and if you guys already knew that, and knew that I got back with Pizza Hut, I am no longer Pizza Hut. So, I am currently actually working at Love's Travel Stop on the Hardee's side, which is actually not bad. I'm making like $13 an hour, like $12, $13 an hour. I don't remember which one exact. I think it was supposed to start at $10 an hour, and with me working overnights, it was supposed to go to $11 an hour, but they messed it up in the system and they started me at 11. Not counting the overnights, so I'm pretty sure it's $12 an hour. So yeah. Vape-wise, as you can see, I'm still doing. I actually just got a new box mod today, and all that. But this is my current box mod for those who are curious. I also got a new tank. I am no longer rolling with Baby Beast for those who knew about that. But my tank, it lights up. I can also change the color of the lights and each one of those 4 where these 2 fingers are, I can change all of those colors on all 4 of those sides and the center. So yeah. But I am actually vaping at 100 watts, and I could go higher if I wanted to. I actually put my old box mod, which, just to compare sizes, I literally just got this one today, and then this is my old one. So just to compare sizes. So height-wise, it's just a little bit higher, and then it's fatter. So it's different because I'm used to holding it like this, but now my hands are, instead of being like this, they're more like that, which is fine. And I'm still trying to use that, but yeah. I do apologize ahead of time if I blow smoke into the camera. I'm not used to having to watch where I vape, other than work and stuff, but still. Yeah, I'll probably end up telling you guys at one point of life and all that. I don't know how many videos I actually end up putting up with The Walking Dead, so I'm just starting over. I know that I had in the entire episode 1, well, season 1, episode 1, at least recorded, but yeah. I do apologize ahead of time if you can hear background noise. I'm always watching the kids, and I do live in a trailer park, as of right now at least. And more updates with my life. I am actually growing my hair out. I actually have it pretty long. And one of the recent rules that was changed with my current work, because originally the only thing that we could have is a mustache, but now we can have a goatee. Up to, I think it was a 1/4 inch, which is not bad. Not the best, but I would much rather just grow it out as long as I want, because I had it starting from here to about here at one point, and then I had to shave it off. Yay, that's fun. I'm looking up at the top right of my screen where my freaking actual picture is showing up, and not at the camera. So, yeah. I won't be quiet so you guys can hear this dialogue. I don't think this first dialogue really matters, especially for later on, but either way. And I am using... Well, in between episodes, I will actually...
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
Does it really matter?
Nah, not much.
You can pause
I've
it to
driven a
actually
bunch of
catch
fellas
which ones
down
I'm
to this
picking.
prison. Lord knows how many.
I know some of the
Usually
first
it's
ones.
about now I get the, I didn't do it.
Not from me.
'Cause guys in your position already said it enough.
We got what looks like a 1091E near Peachtree, exit 285. All cars asked to keep on the lookout for...
I followed your case a little bit, you being a Macon boy and all.
You've got an opinion then?
Wouldn't say that. I go in for that innocent till proven guilty thing, even considering who they say you killed.
Be advised, medical personnel en route to Hartsfield.
Any of that seem important to you?
All of it, but that box never shuts up. Sit in this seat and pay too much attention and you'll drive yourself crazy. I got a nephew up at UGA. You teach there long?
Going on my 6th year.
You meet your wife in Athens? You want to know how I see it?
Sure.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman.
Damn it!
Riot in progress. All officers are available for incoming 217. Rolling calls and dispatches to all locations.
You'll have to learn to stop worrying about things you can't control.
I don't roll with nicotine,
I'm
by the
driving
way.
this man once. He was
I
the
vape
worst one.
because
He wouldn't
it
stop
helps
going
me
on about how he didn't
as
do
much.
it. He was an older fella, big soft eyes behind a pair of smart folk glasses. And he just wailing back there. Says it wasn't him. Crying and snotting all over right where you're
All
sitting.
officers are available for incoming 217.
Then before long, he starts kicking the back of the seat like a fussy baby on an airplane. And I tell him he's got to stop. That's government property, and I'll be forced to zap him otherwise. So he stops, and having exhausted all his options, he starts crying out for his mama. Mama, it's all a big mistake. It wasn't me.
Maybe he was innocent.
Innocent? They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the door. He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually believed it himself. It goes to show, people will up and go mad when they believe their life is over. Oh, I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so.
Oh, shit!
This other time...
I'll do what I can not to skip anything for those who haven't seen it or want to get at least my perspective on how I play it. Because I know I watch other people play games, and I know that some of the decisions that they make annoy the holy crap out of me. So I have seen some of the stuff for the third season, the final season or something like that with it.
Thirsty.
And none of it's fun enough.
Fuck! My leg.
Hey! Hey, officer! Are you alright? I'm still cuffed back here!
Why the hell did he have his gun out? Maybe it was tossed from the car during the wreck.
Officer?
Oh, that doesn't look good. He wasn't ejected from the car. I need to drag myself out that window. Looks empty. It'll be easier to carry with these cuffs off. Shit!
I do have the second season as well.
Officer?
Holy shit! Get away from me! Shit! Where are you? Don't make me do this!
I have pretty decent reflexes, so hopefully that will keep me from
Man.
ending up dead.
Help!
Fine.
Go get someone! There's been a shooting!
Just saying, like, the dead end is like most of them won't be most of them won't be this far gone already. If it is something that they're doing. The only ones that would be that big is it's been like at least like 3 months. But it's still and I'm gone. That was, but
Hello? Anybody? Anybody up there? Hello? Anybody in there?
I thought I saw a little girl in the
Help!
forest.
Are you up there? I'm not one of those things.
I guess it's empty. I guess it's empty.
Somebody! Yell if you can hear me!
not a good idea.
Hello? Anybody home? I need a little help. Hello?
There's something going on.
Coming in. Don't shoot, okay? Ah! Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them.
Hey, you guys are more than welcome
These
to
people
like
might need more help than
give me
I
an
do.
opinion on what you like. Not what you like, but what your opinions are on vapes and stuff. Now, like I said before, it has no nicotine in it, so it's no addiction or anything. I'm only using it to hopefully get past but hopefully to stop eating as much. And with me working from like 11 p.m. to 7
What's that
a.m.
beeping?
It's not bad.
The Marsh House. That's a Savannah area code. But that's the type of note you'd leave a babysitter. This place has been ransacked. Just about anything worthwhile is gone.
And most places will still have like stuff. They won't be this like this house. I'm very surprised. Like it's
There are
been
3
ransacked.
new messages.
So. I like how it's already been like 20 minutes.
Jesus. This whole neighborhood is deserted. What the hell? God.
There are
That
3
kid lived
new
here.
messages.
Cable's out.
New messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra. This is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER and have it checked out. Anyway, he's not feeling well enough to drive back tonight, so we're staying an extra day. Thanks so much for looking after Clementine, and I promise we'll be back in time before your spring break.
Message 2, left at 11:19 p.m.
Oh my God, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We
And
love
what's the phone
you.
number for 911?
We love you.
No, seriously,
love
what's the
you.
number for 911? 911. Thank you. I'm curious of how many people know the reference for that. I'm curious.
Hello?
You need to be quiet.
I'm not a monster.
Good.
Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
Man.
Did you kill it?
I think something else did. Before me, I think.
I heard her scream 2 nights ago. Maybe one of the monsters got her.
2 nights ago? Yeah, that's probably what happened. You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I think that might be a little while, you know?
Oh.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
What should we do now?
See, this decision, either way we meet people. Now, 2 things could happen. And depending on who I think the dark one, we meet a cop, and I think the light one, we meet the brothers. Yeah, I think. But it don't really matter either way.
We need to find help before it gets dark.
Yeah, it's not safe at night.
Let's go. Stay close to me.
But either way, you meet people. So, I mean, that decision don't really matter. I believe both times you end up in farm. Or maybe that other person, like, listens. I think the brother died. Like, the brother or something like that dies if, someone dies, I think, and they meet up with someone else, but I think either way it's 2 people.
Oh, man. I ain't never getting home to Mama at this rate.
This sucks.
Oh, it's hot dish night.
What's the matter?
Should I stay?
What?
I don't want to sleep in the treehouse tonight, but I don't know if I should leave. What if my parents come home?
I don't know.
Neither do I. Let's go somewhere safe that's close, okay?
That's a good idea. Hey, man!
Holy shit!
Don't eat us!
We're not gonna hurt you.
Yeah. Thought for a second you and the little one were both gonna give us the chomp.
Do you know what the hell this is?
No idea. So you've seen them then?
You could say that.
I'm Sean. Sean Green.
Lee, this is Clementine.
I'm Chet.
We shouldn't be out in the open like this. How about you help us clear the way, and we'll take you and your daughter out of here and down to my family's farm. It should be safer there.
I'm not a dad. I'm her babysitter. Her parents are out of town.
Let's get going. Staying put for too long is a mistake.
What do you want to do?
Them monsters coming.
We gotta go. Lee, quick. Let's go. As babysitters go, I'd say her parents owe you a tip.
Not like money really matters anymore. Maybe for vending machines. But 20s, 50s, 100s, don't really matter anymore.
Sean, I'm gonna run on home. My mama's gonna be in a snit.
No sweat, man. I'll catch you tomorrow night.
It was nice to meet you both.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Old Brecken down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I wouldn't have made it back without Chet.
Well, I'm glad you took him with you then. You've brought a couple guests.
Your boy's a lifesaver.
Glad he could be a help to somebody. So it's just you and your daughter then?
Oh, not his daughter. He's the babysitter.
Honey, do you know this man?
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, looks like you hurt your leg pretty bad there.
Yeah, it's not doing so good.
I can help you out. Sean, run on in and check on your sister. You, take a seat up on the porch and I'll go see what I have.
And again, the dialogue really don't really matter too much.
Let's have a look. Yeah, this is swollen to hell.
Could be worse.
That's what it sounds like. Seems like things got awful bad in the cities. What did you say your name was?
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green. How'd this happen?
Jumping a fence.
Running from something?
Just like everybody else.
What type of danger has the girl seen?
The kind there's a lot of. She had a few lonely days with nothing but the dead keeping her company.
I still just can't imagine it.
Consider yourself lucky.
House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3 sleeping in the barn. You and your daughter are welcome to rest there, and we're done here. I didn't catch your name, darling.
Clementine.
Can't imagine what you've been through, Clementine.
Looking after her until we find her parents.
Hey, Dad. So I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
That doesn't seem necessary.
I don't know what you saw on TV or heard on the radio, but there's some serious shit hitting the fan. I don't think anyone knows how big it is yet.
Your son's right. You're gonna want to fortify this place.
Stuff like that doesn't happen around here, Sean.
Dad, I'm serious. Lee, come on. Tell him what you saw out there, man.
I got chased by a couple of dead people.
Well, do what you think you should. We got plenty of chores as it is.
Lee and those folks in the barn can help out in the morning. We gotta do it. Really.
I already said okay. Well, I'm all done here. It should start to feel better tomorrow.
Thanks.
If your leg gets hot or the swelling doesn't go down, you're probably dealing with an infection.
What do we do then?
We'll probably just have to shoot you. We'll clean it, redress it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, that'd be preferable.
There's blankets and such in the barn. We'll be seeing you bright and early. Come tomorrow, which way you think you're headed?
Towards Macon, I suppose. All right, then.
Family up top.
It smells like...
Shit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't talk like that.
That was a swear. I missed my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
I love you, baby.
do miss you guys, though. No
Hey,
promises
get up.
on when I'll be able to live stream. It'll probably be actually pretty early.
Itchy.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away, huh?
I'm, not her dad. Name's Lee.
I'm Kenny.
Dad, we're in the middle of a fence. There's a tractor and everything.
We better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Doc?
Yeah, nothing bothers him. Like water off a duck's back, you know?
That's a valuable trait lately.
No kidding. But frankly, I think it's because he's dumb as a bag of hammers.
Dad!
But he makes up for it with enthusiasm. The word is you were on your way to Macon.
My family's from there.
Well, Macon's on the way, and personally, I'd appreciate the company of a guy who can knock a couple of heads together if he has to.
Sure, we'll tag along.
It's a plan, then. Honey, Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
Thanks.
Well, we should get to work. We've all seen what those things can do out there, so the faster we get this fence up, the better.
I want to build a fence.
Yeah? Well, I need a good foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On the tractor? Cool!
Duck and I will hop to it.
I can keep an eye on your little girl here on the porch. We can visit.
I like my tie, by the way. This is one of my many ties.
Hey there, girls. You two actually look relaxed.
I think we're doing just fine. Clementine was just telling me about first grade.
Oh, how's that?
It's easy.
Well, yeah. So, you're good?
Anyway, it's almost like we didn't see people eating each other for the past 3 days. It's peaceful here, no?
How did you handle getting through the city?
Kenny just drove. We passed so many people that needed help, and we just passed people. Over some, just...
It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to say anymore.
I want to go home tomorrow, but even then I can't take away the things Doc went through. Don't you want to go back to the moment before you knew about all of this?
Things were bad before. Bad now, but they're different, you see?
People are eating each other.
But they weren't before. The banks, the politics, the crap. Those things are gone. Hell comes in a lot of different colors. So, what do you do when corpses aren't walking around?
I'm a veterinarian back in Fort Lauderdale. Like Herschel here, except more with dogs and cats and not horses. What is it that you do, Lee?
I used to teach up at the University of Georgia.
We need to hope that we can go back to our jobs soon, Lee. Back to normal. It can't stay like this.
Yeah, my mistake.
We'll all be home soon.
Back in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
So before I continue on a little bit, there's going to be some decisions that will come up. I'm thinking about changing a different route to a different route than what I did the first time, because it seems like, especially in one of the situations where I had to save someone, I end up choosing the girl, and the girl ended up dying later on anyways. So I'm curious if I choose to save the guy, what would happen in that situation. And I do plan on getting the third season at one point. Hopefully there is talk that the later seasons... 4 seasons? I don't remember. Yeah, I need to do some quick research. Dang, I'm pretty sure I have my YouTube pulled up on my laptop that my mom gave me. Piece of crap, but still. Actually, not too bad. Well, so, one moment. Go for those two. Oh. That's hilarious. History. I think it's just the final season. I think that's what they have it as. The Walking Dead, the final season. Hello, if you guys are curious of who I'm watching videos from, I am watching. Well, I was watching it off of the Red Brad. For those who know who he is, I like him. He's a very good YouTuber, and no, he is not the one that I started off of. I think it's just called Final Season. Oh, season 4. I do have the first 2 seasons, though. Do I have 2 seasons? Yeah, so I got the first 2 seasons on disc. This is the only one I have downloaded right now, so after I will end up downloading season 2. I've already played through the first one completely by myself, and I think most of season 2. I don't think I fully completed season 2, but anyway, I've seen all the gameplay of it.
Hey, back in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
Hey there, Kenny. How's your son doing?
Good, I think. Katya's got a sister up in Memphis. We were coming back from visiting her. We were in a gas station and some guy grabbed my boy. I thought he was kidnapping him. I was on the fucker in about 2 seconds and... Christ. Just lucky I was there. We saw a lot of bodies before we stumbled upon Herschel's. But we're a tough family, Lee. Ain't nothing gonna faze us.
It's too hot. I'll apologize ahead of time for the background.
So what's your family's plan?
Get back on down to Lauderdale and let this mess get sorted out. Government will start handing out shots and the National Guard will do its thing. On the odd chance things got too bad, we could hop on my boat, I guess.
You've got a boat?
I'm a commercial fisherman, catching mackerel, dolphin, whatever's biting and paying. Katya wouldn't be wild about it, but the boat's not that bad.
Now, there is some stuff that I know that are in the final season that the first season actually plays a role in. Like where there's a certain point where if you leave a certain person behind or continue letting them join, that shows up in the final season. That person is either way in the final season.
Need any help?
No,
as well
I think I got
Penny is in a few seasons.
Do you need any help?
What do you mean?
I mean, in taking care of that little girl. You know what you're doing? You got kids of your own?
Nah, no kids.
Would've liked one then.
You know. See ya. You having a nice time with Katya, Clementine?
Yeah.
I like that, like, jump.
It's just whatever scraps I could find around the property.
Do you, think this thing will keep them out?
Not yet. I'm planning on coming back through on a fortification pass, if you will. We'll lock this place up good. Hey, Lee.
Need a hand?
That'd be great. If you could cut those 2x to length, that'd sure speed things up. My dad doesn't know how bad it is.
No, he doesn't.
I saw a guy in Atlanta kill a kid. A boy. Just shot him right in the face.
Was the boy one of the walkers?
I don't even know. He was either attacking the guy or asking for help. He didn't even hesitate. He just turned, put the barrel of the gun right between the kid's eyes, and pulled the trigger. You don't see things like that. It's not like in the movies.
They don't fall like you think.
Did you have to do it?
Do what?
Kill. Have you had to off one yet?
Oh, I had to shoot one.
I could shoot one, maybe, if it were far away. I'm just glad we're getting this fence built. Dad just wants to keep the family safe and thinks inviting people in is a bigger threat than whatever's out there. How about yours? How's your family?
My brother and parents are in Macon. I hope.
Oh man, I hope so too. Maybe it's not too bad there.
Maybe.
That's probably all I need cut for now. Thanks.
And Sean, thanks again for the ride.
No problem, Lee. Couldn't leave you behind. Anyway, when you see my dad around, he might want some help in the barn. Hey, Lee.
Still need a hand?
I'm good. Maybe go check on my dad in the barn? You know how to drive it?
Sure don't. I can give you a hell of a critique of the U.S. Farm Bill, though.
I'm good.
How you doing, Duck?
Good. I'm gonna drive the tractor. I'm the foreman. Lift with your back, Sean.
How you doing, Duck?
Good. I'm gonna drive the tractor. I'm the foreman. Lift with your back, Sean.
I'm trying to get as much dialogue as I can so you guys don't miss out as well as me.
You should know that if you weren't leaving with Kenny today, I wouldn't stand for your lack of honesty last night.
I'm not sure I follow.
How'd you get out of Atlanta?
I got a ride and then I was in a wreck. I walked until your boy found me.
Well, you're no worse for wear.
This farm's a nice plot of land.
Had you told me 20 years ago I'd still be doing this, I would have told you that you were full of crap. Never was a plan, having a place like this. It was in the family, and I guess so was I. Family's important. It's all that matters. You agree with that?
Was brought up to, yes.
Where's your family now? Parents? Wife? Girlfriend?
No wife. Not anymore. I think she's up in Virginia, maybe.
Sorry to hear it. But now you've got this little girl to take care of. Clementine, is it? You just stumbled up on her?
Yeah. I was looking for help in her house.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Sure.
I don't know who you are or what you did. Let's say things don't get better back in the cities, or they get worse before they do. You're gonna have to depend on the honesty of strangers if you're gonna make it. And if those same people get to questioning yours, you're gonna be in trouble. But at least you have the common sense to listen to a man giving you advice.
Go! I'll get my gun!
I don't think there's any way of talking to anyone so far that this changes. Even choosing the nighttime, you still end up here and in this situation. So I don't think it matters.
My leg is up on me! Fuck! Christ! Move this thing! I got you! Eddie! Help, please! Eddie!
I'm okay, Pop. I'm okay.
I can fix you, don't worry. We'll stitch you up.
It almost got me, man. Lee tried to save me.
I know, son.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm sorry.
Sorry? Your son is alive. You don't get to be sorry. You tried to help him, but this piece of shit let him die.
I wasn't strong enough. I'm sorry.
If your girl is ever trapped, you better hope you get stronger, or your friends aren't cowards.
Please, just go.
Get out and never come back.
You've got that ride to Macon if you want it.
I wish I could shut the light off, but you guys won't be able to see me very well. See?
Well, this is as far as we're going.
Then it's far enough.
Look!
Hey there. You friendly? Truck's run out of gas. Fuck!
We're trapped!
Run!
We can't take risks like this. And we can't just let people die, either. When I say that door stays shut no matter what, I fucking mean it. We don't know who these people are. They could be dangerous.
Worse, they could have let them right to us.
Where the hell is your humanity? They would have died out there.
We have kids with us.
I see one little girl.
What is it?
I have to pee.
I'd go out there again in a second.
I bet you would.
In a minute, Clem.
They've got kids, Lily.
Those things outside don't care.
Maybe you should go join them then. You'll have something in common. God damn it, Lily. You have to control these people.
Carly and Glenn just ran out there.
She's not wrong. They took a risk.
Yes, we did.
And we appreciate it. Now let's settle down.
Holy shit. Son of a bitch. One of them is bitten. We have to end this now. Over my dead body. We'll dig one hole.
No, I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it? We've already seen this happen. We let someone with a bite stay in, and we all end up bitten. Shut up. We gotta throw him out, or smash his head in.
Kenny, stop him!
Hey, what do we do about this guy?
Dad, it's just a boy. It's...
Lily, I'll handle this.
But your heart, Dad. You need to calm down.
We reason with him.
With the bloody end of an axe handle, maybe. Nobody threatens my boy.
Everyone chill the fuck out! Nobody is doing anything.
Shut up, Lily. And you, shut the fuck up. They will find us, and they will get in here, and none of this will fucking matter. But right now, we're about to be trapped in here with one of those things.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's bitten! That's how you turn!
He's not bitten. Please stop this. It's upsetting him.
Oh, I'm upsetting him. Upsetting is getting eaten alive.
Dad, we get it. It's a big deal.
What if this was your daughter?
Never would have happened. She's not some snot-nosed toddler, okay? She's United States Air Force.
Fuck you and her. I'm gonna kill him, Cat. Just worry about Duck.
Lee!
Yeah?
There's someone in there.
It's just locked. Key's behind the counter. Probably.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just looking out for my daughter.
No, you're just the guy arguing for killing a kid.
He's covered in muck. She'll find the bite. Watch.
She won't.
And if she does,
the first thing he'll do is sink his teeth into his mom's face. Then, once she's dead, he'll probably pounce on your little girl. She'll turn fast. Then, there'll be 3.
Then we deal with it then. But right now, we're just freaking everybody out.
Then get ready to deal with it, because that boy is bitten.
Not gonna happen.
It is. And we're tossing him out now.
No! You don't touch that boy! You don't touch anybody! I've got a little girl I'm trying to protect in here, too. You want to get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on! You better have a plan to kill me, though, because it's me before anyone else in here!
Jesus!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch! Man.
I know. I pay attention. Like I said, I've already seen this. I've seen both sides where you save her and where you don't. I know if you don't save her, it's like, guys, I remember you didn't protect her.
Everybody down. Stay quiet.
They're gonna get in. Shut up.
Is that the military?
I don't know.
Thank God for whatever it is.
We almost died because of this bitch and her itchy trigger finger. That was stupid. That was...
Dad!
What's wrong with him?
It's his heart.
My pills.
Nitroglycerin pills?
Yes, we're out. We've been trying to get into the pharmacy since we got here. Please try to get in there. Behind the counter where the pills are.
We'll get in there somehow.
Thank you so much. We need nitroglycerin pills. Please get in there. I'll keep an eye on my dad.
Everyone else should get comfy and look for anything useful. We could be in here a while.
I'm starting to think this drugstore isn't a permanent solution.
You're right. This ain't exactly Fort Knox.
What do you suggest?
We need as much gas as possible so we can all get out of downtown Macon. Fast.
Agreed.
And I'll head out and get gas. There's a motel not too far from here, out towards the end of Peachtree. I'll work my way towards it and then loop back, siphoning what I can.
Damn, that'd be great.
Well, it's gotta get done. Plus, I'm quick, and I know Macon.
Local?
Born and raised.
If you're gonna do that, here's a walkie-talkie if you get in a tight spot. Hopefully, you won't need it.
Cool.
Clementine's got the other one. Check in with her and get back here as soon as you can.
And you? What's your name?
It's Lily. My dad's Larry.
Keep a good eye on him. These boys will work on getting you your medicine.
That's right.
And you keep an eye on that front door. You're our lookout.
It's Doug. You got it.
And I'm Carly.
Okay, Carly. You'll shift in with Doug when he needs it. For now, get some rest. You're a good shot, and I'd like to keep it that way.
You got it, boss.
Now get him those pills.
I know there's candy around here. I won't talk to him yet.
We can't let anything happen to Ducky.
I know, hun.
We just need to get back to Fort Lauderdale.
We'll do our damnedest.
Looks like nobody got a chance to donate anything before this all went down. Central High-Tech State. Paper's a week old. Feels like years.
Try to get some rest, hon.
How can I with those things out there?
Hey, Lee. Really gave that old man hell.
Yeah. We got pushed, you know?
You don't have to tell me. I was ready to tear the man's head off. Anyway, we, Kat and I, appreciate your support.
Thank you, Lee.
How's Duck doing?
He's okay. It was just a shock.
We're lucky as hell nobody got nabbed on the way in here.
No kidding.
How's she doing?
Well, her family's dead, so...
That's awful, Lee.
Yeah, well... She seems to be handling herself all right.
She's just a little girl, Ken.
Lee says she spent days on her own. That takes toughness.
But you have no idea what sort of emotional damage is happening to her every second her family is gone.
What's the plan?
Hang tight, I suppose. Seems pretty dangerous out there, so we ought to wait for things to clear up.
You said your family was from here in Macon?
That's right.
Where are they? Should we go looking for them?
They, own this place. They're gone.
Oh, sweetie.
Kat.
They were good people. I wasn't around much, but yeah, they're dead. Are you guys all right?
We're just fine, considering.
I know that there is some stuff that can come up. I'm going to be pretty much honest with him, because I know Kenny, he's going to be with us for a little bit, and I'm just going to be honest about my past if it ends up coming up, and hopefully that gets me in good graces with him, if I can ever speak, I suppose. Yeah.
How about you, Duck?
We've all been through a lot.
Lee.
Hey, Mom. You're on camera. That's my nephew. And my mom.
For a couple minutes.
Sure. Oh.
He just woke up, so he might be kind of cuddly.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, and I got the puppy with us. Hey, buddy. Well, actually, I think it's... Ooh. Alright. Thought I heard a burp. Balls around here somewhere. Where's that ball? Where's my balls, guys? What? You okay? I'm looking. Where's the ball? Here. Oh. Here. Go with that. Oh, found that ball underneath my shoes. Which one do you want? No, you want the ball. Oh. Apparently he doesn't like me holding him. I think he wanted to poop or something. guys? Yes. I know you caught that last part.
Hey, you got a second?
Sure.
Hey, what are you doing?
Back on Herschel's farm.
Yeah.
I panicked, you know. I'm not proud of it.
It happens.
I guess. But I can't stop seeing him in my head.
Yeah, that's rough.
I killed that boy. We could have saved him together.
You didn't have a choice. You think you do when you look back on it. But in a moment, when things are really out of control, you don't have any choice.
I guess.
Try to let it go.
I mean, unless it comes up, like, I'm siding with Kitty for a lot. Although, when it comes to one chick, her, I'm not... No, I won't try to side with her. I won't try to keep her pretty much happy. Although, if it comes in between, like, Kenny and her, I'm going to try to be neutral. As much as I can.
I can't think about them in here.
Find anything?
It's a photo of the family who own this place. Might help us track down the keys to the office.
I know who you are. You're Lee Everett. You're a professor at Athens who killed a state senator who was sleeping with your wife. This is your parents' store. Folks around town know the owner's son got himself a life sentence, but I'm a reporter for WABE in Atlanta. I paid attention to that trial. Maybe you're a murderer, but I don't really care. Frankly, that's a skill that might come in handy. Did you tell anyone out there who you were, or that you were tied to this place? For your sake, I hope the answer is no. You seem like an okay guy, and the last thing we need is drama out there. You've got this little girl to take care of, and... Look, don't make me wrong on this.
I don't plan to.
Good. Because if this lasts longer than a few days, and you're a detriment to the group, then we'd have a problem.
I hear you.
I'll just keep it to myself.
Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
Be a hero, maybe. Or a protector, at least.
What's that?
This was my dad's cane. He'd zip around here on it from time to time.
Was he sick?
Nah, he was okay. I actually saw him whoop shoplifters with it. This cane's protected this place better than any guard dog ever could. Plus, he knew how to make it look cool. Like you when you had.
My dad gave it to me.
See, dads are smart like that. Better get this door clear, huh?
Can I help?
Sure. Here we go. Watch put your fingers in the drawers. Things have been scary, huh?
Yeah. It's not good. I don't know why everyone is crazy.
Neither do I, Clementine. Nobody does, I don't think.
I bet my dad does.
Okay, here we go.
Do you have kids?
No.
You don't have a family?
Let's just move this thing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's fine. All right, a little further.
Why don't you want to talk about your family? Do they, like, hate you?
I wouldn't blame them.
Why? Did you fight? I fight with my mom sometimes.
We didn't fight. We just didn't talk for a while. Look, my family's gone, and I just wish things would have been different.
Yeah.
I got into a fight once.
And what happened?
And it ended really badly. And after that, I wasn't allowed to talk to my family.
That's so sad.
Let's move this thing.
Ow!
Are you okay?
I hurt my finger.
Is it bleeding?
A little.
I'll find you a bandage. It's the remote to my dad's TV. Have you heard from Glenn?
Not in a little while.
Have you heard from Glenn?
Not in a little while.
Everyone out there seem all right to you?
Yeah. Well, maybe not the sick guy.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
And there was that thing in the bathroom. It tried to get me.
I know.
But you stopped it.
Yeah, I did.
Can you do that more?
Well, I'm not gonna go looking for him.
I mean, get the dangerous ones.
I'm gonna try.
Good.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
Okay. Lee?
Yeah?
What if my parents come home and I'm not there?
I don't think they will. They want you to be safe. We'll find them if we can.
I've got my walkie-talkie in case they try that way.
Stay close to me until then, okay? Let's have a look at that finger. How?
It hurt.
Let's see if we can do something about it. Let's get this cut covered up.
Yes, please.
Luckily, there's nothing I need in here. It's locked. We need to track down the keys if we're gonna help Larry. How's your finger?
It's okay. Thanks for fixing it.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
Okay.
It's locked. We need to track down the keys if we're gonna help Larry. Wanna head back into the drugstore with me?
Okay. Lee,
Yeah?
you're not bad, right?
Why are you asking me that?
That lady said you killed someone. Was that because he was one of the things trying to eat you?
No, he wasn't.
Oh. Was he bad?
He was. What are you messing around with there?
A radio. I can't get it to work, though.
Here, let me have a look. There are no batteries in this thing.
What now?
You know that there are no batteries in that thing.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. No.
I can try to find some. Needs two.
Thanks. I wouldn't even really know what to look for.
Hey there. This is Glenn, and, I'm kinda in a jam here. Little girl, if you're there, can you put your daddy on the phone? Or on the talkie, or whatever?
This is Lee. What's up?
So, I'm down at that motor inn, and, well, I'm stuck.
Stuck?
Yeah, I saw a chance to get some supplies for the group, and a bunch of the Roman ones got the jump on me. I'm hiding over here, but they won't leave.
What's up?
Glenn's trapped down at the motor inn. Hey, Glenn.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk it over and send a group to come get you, all right?
Awesome. I'll sit tight till then.
Sounds good. I'm gonna hold on to this until we get Glenn back, okay? I'll take good care of it.
What do you think?
I think Doug's not great around zombies. You got your family here. I'll take Carly and her dead eye down to the motor inn, get Glenn, and get back here as fast as I can.
If that's what you want to do.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, I'm in.
Good. Doesn't sound too bad there right now.
Let me know as soon as you want to head out. I could use a jog.
This battery should fit the radio.
Great, thanks.
And here's another one.
Should be able to get it to work now.
It's still not working?
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Let me have a look at that thing.
Go ahead. You fixed it.
Continues to spread unchecked. The estimated death toll continues to skyrocket. WABE urges you to stay indoors and avoid any contact with individuals you suspect may have been exposed.
The station is okay.
In the event of a full... my producer's telling me we have to get off the air.
Steve.
WABE wishes you and your loved one... God bless you all.
It's not much, but here. For the boy.
Oh, thanks, Lee. He appreciates it.
That's sweet, Lee.
It's not much, but here you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
Now this is where the real decision comes. I got 1 bar left. Of course, I'm going to give it. I had 3, so of course I'm going to give 1 to each kid. So that leaves me with 1 to spare. I could give it to her. Can't give it to him though. But basically, I have either her or her. So the thing is, if everything plays out how I expect it to, the one girl behind me won't really matter. But I know she is in the final season.
It's not much, but here.
You sure?
Yeah. You're under quite a bit of stress.
Thanks. That's, really sweet.
Don't mention it. How's it doing?
I'm not sure I got your name.
It's Lee.
Lily. My dad's Larry. I was just doing what I had to earlier.
Everyone was.
Now his heart's acting up again and I'm powerless to do anything. And that violence before with my dad, that didn't help.
What's wrong with him?
He's got a heart condition. He takes nitroglycerin tablets pretty regularly. I've seen a few bad attacks that he couldn't get over and needed to go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's not really an option right now.
I'm just trying to keep him relaxed.
What do you think about all this?
What is there to think? The dead are up, walking around, eating people, and turning them into more of them. I mean, Jesus.
We need to stick together and get through this. You're from here?
I work at Warner Robins, the Air Force Base.
Yeah, I know it. Pilot?
Nah, just mechanical admin stuff. I deal with a bunch of shitheads and bureaucrats all day. Sometimes a plane, if I'm lucky. You?
I work up at UGA. Was anyone here when you guys got here?
No, this place was pretty wrecked. We pulled a couple of bodies out of the office. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did you know anybody here?
Yeah, the owners, we were close.
I'm sorry. We found an older couple in the office. Dad hauled them out in case they weren't really dead.
He's got a temper.
Ah, fuck you.
Yeah, he doesn't mean it.
It's just that...
Yeah?
Never mind. I'm sure he's a good guy.
He is. He just has his issues. Where's her mom?
Savannah, I think.
Oh, you guys aren't together.
Oh, no, I'm not her dad. I found her in a house when getting out of Atlanta. She'd been surviving by herself. I think the girl's parents didn't make it.
Oh.
I heard an answering message. They were in Savannah. She was home with a sitter. It wasn't good.
Well, she's lucky to have you. I'm gonna get back to him.
Sounds good. Heard or seen anything?
Nothing, luckily. Wanna step outside, have a look around?
I'm not suicidal yet.
No, the gate out there is closed. We can hang out in front of the store and be fine.
Oh, Sure. Let's go have a look around.
Cool. And we'll keep it down. Don't need to bring them back this way with any unnecessary noises.
Agreed. You just
eat. As far as I can tell, that's all they care about.
And if one gets you,
they eat you. And whatever's left comes back as one of them.
How the fuck?
I think it might be more than a couple days before all this gets sorted out.
Yeah, I think so too. We better keep it down out of here. That guy over there has the keys.
How can you be sure?
I found this in the office. That boy in the photo worked here. The keys being on him is as good a bet as we can make.
Yeah, I agree. Just need to figure out how to get out there and get them. You wouldn't need long, right?
Nah, just a few seconds.
Maybe there's a way to distract them and buy you some time.
Think you can do anything with this?
You know what I could do?
What's that?
It's universal. I could program it to work with those TVs across the street. Just hope the power's still on.
You can just do that?
Well, I memorized all the codes when I was in AV. Let's try.
Well fucking done, Doug. All that dork nonsense might save a life.
Who's to say it already hasn't? That got a few of them to take notice.
But not enough. I can't reach that brick. Doug, you want to get this door open?
About that.
You've got the combo, right?
No.
Did anyone ever have it?
Look, man, there were a lot of those things trying to get in here.
And now we can't get back out onto the street.
We're also party to some egregious fire code violations.
How'd you end up here?
I moved here to live with my uncle. He does tech stuff, and it just made sense.
So you're local. You probably knew the owners of this place.
No, not really. I've only been here a couple months, and I spend a lot of time...
On the computer?
No, just doing my own thing. What about you?
I grew up here. Been trying to get home since the day I came back.
Oh, so you probably knew the owners then?
Yeah, I did. Good people. Do you think we're safe here?
Well, I haven't been able to get through this gate so far. And the drugstore's safe enough, I think. Whoever owned it took good care of it. It's well stocked and it locks up well.
What's everyone like in there?
Oh, well, Carly's pretty nice, you know.
Yeah.
Lily doesn't take any crap. She's been running the show, keeping people on watch, things like that. And her dad...
Yeah, that guy.
He's kind of a dick. Pardon my French.
Think about searching that guy across the street.
Maybe he has them, but who knows if he actually worked here.
Let's head back inside.
Okay.
You're a pretty good shot.
Well, you don't fuck with a reporter, especially one that's 3 days out from her last cup of coffee.
You seem to handle yourself pretty well.
Really? I'm a disaster.
I can't tell.
My news editor was eaten about 5 feet away from me, and I would have joined her if it wasn't for that dorky guy on watch over there.
I'm sorry.
She was an asshole, but, you know.
Yeah. That guy saved her?
Those creeps, or ghouls, or whatever the hell they are. They were pulling our van apart, and that guy, Doug, just came to the rescue.
You can never tell who the heroic ones are gonna be, I suppose.
He's kind of cute. In that parents' basement sort of way.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
How'd you end up here?
We drove up to cover the Cherry Blossom Festival. Real hard-hitting stuff.
Sounds worth it. That radio sign-off didn't sound too good. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're really fine. All of your colleagues are probably dead.
You don't think I know that? Of course I'm not fucking fine. God, Lee, just leave me alone.
How are we doing?
If you don't mind, I think my family and I are gonna rest for a bit. Let me know if that asshole over there takes a turn for the worse.
You got it. Hey, guys.
If you don't mind, I think my family and I are gonna rest for a bit. Let me know if that asshole over there takes a turn for the worse.
You got it.
I didn't mean to be a dick to Carly. Whatever. Carly.
Hey, Carly. You ready to head out?
You got it. You?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Get down!
Although this does lead me to question, who thinks that a zombie apocalypse will happen at one point? It could be tomorrow, it could be 5 years from now, it could be in other sons, daughters' lifetime, or even their sons or daughters' lifetime, like, or later. But the real question is, what I'm trying to put out, do you think a zombie apocalypse is ever going to happen? And I'm talking about similar to this, or in some way. Now, out of the possibilities of that, it could be several different types. As far as I can tell, on The Walking Dead, none of them run. So is it going to be that type? Or if you guys have seen what is it? It was another game. Don't remember. But there's several different types. You got the ones that don't run. Do you think it's going to be like that? Do you think they're all going to be able to run? Or do you think it's going to be like the newly turns that are still kind of have their humanity? Or like, basically give your guys' opinion on what the possibility is going to be. I would really like to know.
Sure did. Be ready to shoot.
Guys! Oh, man. I'm glad you're here.
Jesus, Glenn.
Right then wasn't so hard.
Can we get out of here before any of these things notice us?
Not yet. There's a survivor trapped up there.
No way. We gotta go. Now.
Listen, I was out here looking for gas, and then, up there in the corner room, I heard crying coming from inside.
Who is it?
It's a girl. We talked and she got frightened. I was trying to get in and help her, and she started yelling and saying I was bitten. I tried to convince her I wasn't, and that's when all these guys came out of the forest. A couple almost got me, and I ended up hiding in the ice machine.
Lucky you. Now let's go.
We can't just leave her.
Damn right we can.
You guys are suicidal. Over a girl.
I'm saving her, with or without you.
Think about if it was you.
Fine. Let's go save Glenn's damsel in distress.
Okay, this is the plan. We don't know how hard it's gonna be to get her out of that room.
Yeah, it's boarded up.
So we have to kill every one of them in here. Quietly. Noise attracts these things. Now let's have a look around.
Good luck smothering them to death.
That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh man, she's eating something. So we got that one right there, close.
I wonder if there's anything in the pickup. Get out your gun.
But the noise.
Just follow my lead. Stay right behind me.
That was sick!
It's a spark thing.
Spark plug. You should hold on to that. Could come in handy. Wait. Let me see the spark plug. Porcelain inside these things turns car windows to tissue paper. That could scramble a brain pretty good.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
A lot of going back and forth.
I'll wait for him to get closer. Wait for it.
Dude, where'd your weapon go?
Into that ice big-sized hole.
Holy shit. It's cool. Now we've got this.
Are you two done?
That should help.
Although, in that situation, they could have lifted up that zombie's head, pushed it against the wall behind it to get the screwdriver to... So, it's like here, and it's pointing out that, so it will hit the wall, stay there while the rest of it continues. So you got the ball part of it that will come out, so you can grab it again. Is everyone fucking retarded in that? You can use any weapon. Anything can be a weapon. But the best weapons are the ones that are designed to be a weapon.
Why don't you guys lag behind just in case this goes to hell?
Okay, we'll be right behind you.
Rad.
Hello in there. We're here to help.
Please just go away.
Let's go, guys.
In a minute. If you open up, we can take you somewhere safer. We've got a group in town.
No.
She's in trouble.
No.
Miss, we're coming in.
You might want to break through that board first.
I know I hit the wrong button.
Stop! Just stop! I'm coming out.
You're hurt.
Oh, God.
I said stay away.
We need to get you help.
It's too late for that.
Guys, she's been bitten.
What?
I told you, I said go away! I'm bit! But you wouldn't just leave.
Let's calm down. You could be fine.
I won't be fine. My boyfriend was bitten. You get sick and you die, and you come back and you kill anything you can find.
You have a boyfriend?
Glenn?
I don't want that. It's not Christian. Please, just leave me. Please go.
Come with us. We will find you some help.
You have a gun.
So?
Can I borrow it?
What do you mean, borrow?
Give it to me. I can just, end this, and then there's no problem.
Whoa.
Please, I don't want to be one of them. They're satanic.
Give it to her.
What? You can't be serious.
Do it.
No.
Look at her, Carly. There's no happy ending to this.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you so much. I know how terrible this must be.
We can't watch this. Let's go.
We can't go yet.
What? Why not?
Because somebody needs to pick up the gun. Can't leave it. You two go on.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah. God bless you, all right?
God bless you too.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we had some close calls, but Glenn is fine and, well, yeah, we're okay.
I've got a few cans of gas for your pickup in the trunk of my car.
Good to hear it.
And things back here?
Quiet. Our friend is still in and out over there. He won't survive any more stress.
The next order of business is getting those pills out of the pharmacy.
If you don't mind, I think my family and I are gonna rest for a bit. Let me know if that asshole over there takes a turn for the worse.
You got it. Hey there. Story of the century here, huh?
Yeah, and I've got shit for recording equipment. And from the looks of it, there isn't going to be any shortage of first-hand accounts.
You do radio?
That's right. Well, until some piece of shit politicians yank our funding, and I hit the blogosphere.
I better get back to it.
Yep.
Thanks, by the way.
Don't mention it. Just remember what I said.
Yeah, I will. How we doing?
Good. Want to go have a look around outside?
Not now.
All right.
And you talk to Kenny.
How you doing, Glenn?
You know.
Do you know the combination for the lock on the gate outside?
Why?
Oh, you know. I thought I'd go stretch my legs.
You're probably better off breaking it if you have to.
What's your next move?
I don't know. I mean, you guys seem okay.
What about your family?
Yeah, I...
Forget it, man. That's your business.
I hate feeling like I can't do anything.
I know the feeling, man. Back to the motor inn.
How can it be that bad so fast?
You know, when things are taken away, people do crazy shit.
I guess. That's not me. I'm not giving up. Not for anything.
Good, man. Good.
You let her do it, you know? You said give her the gun.
I know I did.
Why the hell would you do that?
Mercy, man. I couldn't let her go on like that. We couldn't.
You never know. You can't give up hope.
I think it was over for her, Glenn. Try to get some rest.
Huh. Yeah, right. You alright, Lee?
I'm okay. Thanks. Hey.
I'm gonna get back to him.
Sounds good.
Dialogue with them.
Hey there.
Hi.
Can I, get you anything?
I'm okay. Maybe I'm a little hungry.
Still, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't much.
I know, Clem. I'll see if I can find something else for you. How's your finger, Clem?
Good. It doesn't hurt so much anymore.
Good. I know I'm not your dad, but if you need anything, I'm your guy, okay?
Okay. Same.
You're my guy?
Oh, no. You know.
We're gonna try to take care of each other.
Yes. Deal.
So,
Are you okay?
What? Yeah, I'm fine. I just, I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah, I think so. Being good is good, despite the circumstances.
Yep.
Well, sit tight.
Okay.
Battery's full. At least on my phone. See, One more thing, going to my new box mod, is it can be charging. I can still hit it. I love that. Try not to do it too much since my door's open. Otherwise, I would hotbox the heck out of my room.
How we doing?
Good. Want to go have a look around outside?
Yeah. I have the means to,
let's have a look around.
Get the keys now. And yes, the keys are on him.
Awesome. Now to distract those things. Carefully.
I can't reach that brick. Now's the time.
Be careful.
Keep an eye out, will you? If you were there, you would have died for them. So, yeah, I'm gonna assume that's what happened.
Did you find them yet?
Give me a second. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I wasn't here. But knowing you to take care of them through all of it, that helped. There we go.
Holy crap! Run!
Man, that was close.
But we did it. It's all that matters. I've got the keys.
Great. God, you're amazing. Let's get in there. Oh no. Shit. We gotta hurry.
Getting very close to the episode ending. Talk about being stabbed in the back, damn.
Come on, baby, time to go.
I'm gonna get the truck pulled up round back!
Do it fast. I gotta get my dad out of here.
I don't plan on dilly-dallying. Honey, take Duck into the office and barricade the living hell out of the door behind me. Glenn, when you hear me honking in the alley, start getting people out of here. You got it. Doug, Carly, and Lee, you guys make sure our defenses stay up till then. And Lee, I better take that axe in case I run into any of them on the way to my truck.
Here you go.
Guys, that door's not locked anymore. Shit! You three, get on it! I'll get back as fast as I can.
Stay away from the windows.
Lee, if we don't make it through this, you should know that I think you're a great guy.
Gee, thanks, Doug.
Doug, if we don't make it through this, you should know.
I should know what?
Huh?
You said I should know.
Shit!
On it.
Are you sure?
Shit!
Oh, shit! Okay, then. Clementine, can you look for something to stick in between the handles? Something real strong, okay?
Okay.
Clementine, did you find anything?
Nothing. Wait.
The window is screwed.
Go!
I found something.
This is the situation I was talking about that I had to pick between two people. I'm picking him.
Come off me! Holy! Let's go! They got Carly! Doesn't matter! You gotta move! Not covered with this, you son of a bitch!
No!
I'm not letting somebody else get eaten today. Especially a good friend.
Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta has been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all precincts. Citizens are currently advised to stay in their homes or move towards the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, and Orlando. If citizens choose to stay in their homes, they are urged to be near their radios and await further instructions. Moving to the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, or Orlando may become necessary in order to ensure the safety of all citizens.
So awesome.
Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta has been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all precincts. Citizens are currently advised to stay in their homes or move towards the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, and Orlando. If citizens choose to stay in their homes, they are urged to be near their radios and await further instructions. Moving to the cities of Charlotte, Atlanta, or Orlando may become necessary in order to ensure the safety of all citizens. Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta has been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all precincts. Citizens are currently advised to stay in their homes or move towards the cities
Hey,
of
Glenn.
Charlotte. With uncountable severe emergencies in all counties, Georgia major cities and their current level of disaster are as follows. Atlanta, Stage 9 catastrophe. Augusta, Stage
I think I need to go.
To Atlanta?
Yeah. I got friends there. And I just can't stay here knowing that they could be trapped in that city.
Sounds like nobody knows what's happening there. When we left a few days ago, could have gone either way.
I gotta take my chances.
Find your friends. Be safe.
Thanks, Lee. That means a lot. I don't mean to abandon you all, but this seems like an okay setup. And I'm sure things will be back to normal around here in no time.
Let's hope.
You guys be safe.
We'll try.
And Lee, you know, if this doesn't get better, people are going to give up. Like the girl from upstairs. Are you just gonna let them? You told Carly to give her the gun.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe you were right. I don't know how to handle something like that. Anyway, see you around.
Doubt it. Because he's still not even in the final season.
Hey, kid.
Close call back there.
Thanks for picking me up.
No problem. We have to take care of each other.
Yeah, we do.
I think you know what you're doing.
Shit, man, do any of us?
With Clementine, I mean. Earlier, you said you were clueless. I just want you to know that I look at you and I see the type of guy who figures things out. That girl's gonna be just fine.
Thanks, Kenny.
You got it.
How you doing, Doug? Doug?
We couldn't save her, could we?
I don't think so. It happened pretty fast.
I know it's stupid. We just met. It's dumb. But, I mean, it's probably just that survivor thing. I really liked her.
She liked you too.
Thanks, Lee. Anyway, I'd rather be alone, I think.
I understand.
Wait, Lee?
What is it, buddy?
How did you choose? I mean, we both needed you. You picked me.
I was going to help you both.
That makes sense, I guess. But you helped me first.
Yeah, I did.
I just wish you would have picked her.
It's all like pow, pow, pow. I thought Super Dinosaur was toast. But you know what? He wasn't. Oh, and then...
Hey, Duck, you want to cool it for a minute?
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry, there's not a lot of kids here.
No, it's not that. It's... I got grabbed again.
I was there, though.
I fell, and my walkie-talkie broke. Glenn had the other one.
So, it can't really help us.
But, I know. It's just, I need it. I know it doesn't make any sense. But it's how I used to talk to my mom and dad. And now they're gone. It's gone.
Maybe we can find you another one.
I'll just keep this one, I guess.
Lee, come here for a second.
Let me go deal with this.
Oh man, Clementine, another thing.
What do you want?
You like my daughter?
Her dad tried to kill me, so...
Well, he did that because he knows that Lee Everett is a convicted murderer. And so will everyone else if you go near her. You hear me? I know who you are. And I don't give a shit about what happens to you. But if anything happens to my daughter or that little girl you've got with you, you watch your ass.
Hey, Lee, do you have a second? My dad would be dead if it weren't for you.
That reporter is dead because of me.
You can't be like that. You're only one man.
I don't know.
We're lucky to have you.
I hope that's the sound of us winning this thing.
Me too.
This motor inn's pretty damn defendable. We block off the entrances with some cars, keep someone on watch. We could stay here until the military rolls through.
I actually agree with that plan.
Me too.
We got beds, we got water, and most importantly, we got light. There are worse places to call home.
Yeah, you're right. You know, guys, I think it's going to be okay.
We'll get through the stuff and then...
I thought we'd be fine if we survived the walkers. Never expected they'd starve us out.
You look like crap, Lee. When was the last time you ate?
Keep it.
Hey, I owe you a lot more than a half-eaten candy bar.
How you doing, Clementine?
I'm really hungry, Lee.
We gotta get food, Lee. Soon.
Howdy, I'm Andrew St. John. We're from the St. John Dairy.
It's beautiful.
Don't repeat what happened with the walkers at Herschel's farm. You choose the kids this time.
Something's coming, Lee. There's gonna be a war.
The walkers don't worry me as much as the bandits.
You fuck with us! Now we're gonna take what we want! There's too many of them!
You never liked my dad. Even back at the drugstore whenever you thought Kenny's kid was bit, you went out of your way to side against him.
This isn't happening!
No more, please! No more, please! Lee, please!
And that's the point about yeah, that is the point with this. Like, I'm playing for how I want to play. I don't really care about those. I'm going to try to be honest, although it's really the thing that's going to be different is the who am I going to side with. Yeah, the biggest thing is who am I going to save? The thing is, I could have just chose Duck, and that could have been that. Although I knew Duck would live in this case, either way. And I knew Sean was going to die either way. That's the thing I don't really like about that decision. Is you don't really have a choice to save who or who. The real question is how are you going to leave the farm? because as far as I know, that guy does not pop up again. Even in the final season, so far, he's not there. The only one that I've seen so far in the final season is someone who is currently in our group. Everyone else has pretty much either died in some way or has not came back. But to put it in perspective, by I think it's the 3rd season, Clementine is pretty much by herself. She's like the only one that's left in the original group. But those are at least those decisions. And we'll let the stuff play through for you guys. To play the next episode right now. I need to go to my grandparents' here shortly. Although, expect another one here soon. Like I said, I do work mornings and all that. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I don't know how long I'll be over at my grandparents'. That's probably the reason why I haven't really live streamed either. Let's see, is there any coming soon stuff? But it's been fun. Yeah, it's been fun. But if you guys have any questions about the decisions of why I choose certain things, sorry, talking to one of my exes. I end up getting something and she's trying to figure out what it is, but I'm not telling her. She's like, tell me! I'm like, no. If you want to know, you gotta be here, so. she's going. She's going in the correct direction of what it could be. Although she's never going to guess it. I'll be very surprised if she does. So yeah, either way, if you have any questions about the decisions that I'm making and all that, go ahead and ask. So yeah. Oh, damn it. Alright. So, I'm probably going to actually end up taking a shower, because by the time I get out of that, my grandparents should be home, and then I'm probably going to head that way. It's questionable rather if I'm going to live stream today. I'm going to push to live stream tomorrow. It mostly just depends on how tired I am after work. Actually, no, I don't work tonight. So it depends on how tired I am from other things. So, either way. And if you don't know what I'm applying there, then get off my channel. Because at that point, you're way too young. And even too young to this, because this game is rated M. So, be honest, and for the people who are underage and, like, I don't care, like, anyone can watch my videos, I don't care. My niece would end up joining me and, like, basically playing with me. I don't mind. The thing is, if you're going to be immature about it, just leave. Because that's, like, I'm going to be who I am. I don't care what you think. And another thing, I am going to go political for a second. There is only two genders. And I'm saying that for a reason. If you have a dick, you're a man. If you have a vagina, you're a woman. Now, there are people that are born with both. They are both male and female at that point. Now, hold on for a second. For those who get a sex change, like, say, getting their dick removed and getting a pussy, or a pussy and getting a dick, or something like that, if you have a dick, you're a man. If you have a pussy, you're a female. Or if you are born with both, if you get one or the other removed, then whichever one you keep, that is what you are. Like, if you want to be called something, I don't mind. But I'm not going to use special preferences just to please you. Like, if you want to be called, like, Alex, Timothy, or something like that, I don't mind. I will. But, especially if I've known you for a long time, and I'm saying this because I know someone like that. Like, I don't mind. I will call them by their name. Now, for the person I'm talking about, I do call them both. Because I grew up with them as one name, and then they decide to basically change their name. Now, legally, it's not that name yet. The person does plan on doing it. They just don't have the money to do it yet. Which is why I do end up doing both as well. Because I'm doing both right now because of work. If it wasn't for work, I would still be calling the name from my childhood. So yeah. But just look at my perspective. Because you gotta think, especially if they want to make a law about it, where you have to say whatever their preference is. What's stopping from someone saying, well, I self-identify as an Apache helicopter, or I self-identify as a cougar, or a lion, or a bear, or a cat, or a dog? I mean, what's stopping people from doing that? They're not actually that thing. And that's where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that you can't have a sex change. I don't believe in sex change myself, but I'm not going to stop other people from doing it. That's not my business, that's theirs. But the thing is, with how I am, I do think if they do make a law about it, I think it's going to go against our constitutional rights as freedom of speech. Personally. And I think we should be able to... I mean, you're not threatening them in any way. You're not even really verbally threatening them. Because there are people in Canada who has gotten arrested for accidentally misusing someone's preference. And I find that wrong. If it's an accident, then there should be no charges. Even if it's a continual thing. Because, like I said, like, with my person, I mean, my person doesn't really mind. They don't like it, but they don't mind because they do understand that I've known him as the other name so long. But, still, it's not right. Although, I'm not saying, like, do it purposely. I mean, if you're doing it because you... just because you can, like, that's wrong as well. Like, I'm not fully on either side. But, like I said, I mean, I will probably end up migrating in between both of using the stuff. I mean, I'm not going to call someone who has a dick a her. I'm not going to call someone who has a vagina a him. I am against that. Because at that point, our him and her system is going to be totally fucked up, and we need to have some sort of balance. And in that case, I am like that. I mean, I'm not going to make fun of someone, at least on purpose, of someone who does really truly believe that, like, say if they're born with a dick, I'm not going to make fun of someone who believes that they should be a female, or who gets a sex change to be a female, or who acts like a female, or anything like that, or vice versa. If it's a girl who strongly believes that she should be a guy, I'm not. But still, like, still be as respectful as you can in those situations. And for the people who are that way, who do believe that, just understand that I know I'm not out to get you, but if you truly believe that you should be the other gender, change the other gender if you want me to call you that. My friend extremely gets annoyed when I do call her her. But I've also told her my point of view. It's like, well, do you have a vagina? Yes. Then you're a girl. Until you get a sex change, then you're going to be a girl to me. Now, I'll be right there with you, right beside you if you do end up getting a sex change to be a guy. I will even freaking show you how to piss. I am not scared. I am not going to turn away. I am not going to turn a blind eye. I will help you through it as best as I can. But you are still a girl to me until you until you take that step. So, again, for those who, like, if you want to try to explain yourself, do it. But be respectful doing it. Don't get angry with me just because of my point of view. I'm sorry I don't have your point of view. I doubt you're going to be able to change my mind. You're more than welcome to try. I will keep a semi-open mind, but make sure you come prepared. But be respectful in doing it. Be civil. That's my thing. And because if you start being angry with me, I am just going to block you and send a report to the YouTube people. Like, just be respectful about it. That's what I'm saying. Be civil. Don't get angry, and be respectful. And don't say I'm being disrespectful because I don't see your point of view, or I'm mistreating you or something like that. I'm not. It's just my point of view. Tell me your point of view. I am open to listening, and I will do my personal best not to get angry with you. The thing is, like I said, come prepared. Why do you have that opinion? I mean, I don't have a lot of background. I don't know a lot of history about it. I do know that the human brain is very complex. So, and I am also a firm believer that a child does need a mother figure and a father figure. I did grow up, like, my mom and dad did split, but at least my dad was there, and he was a father figure to me. And I believe that I would have been way different, and most likely worse. I'm not saying would, but most likely would be worse if he just completely cut out. Now, my sister, now her biological father, aka her sperm donor or her blood father, any of those can be used, he basically walked out. Basically, he was a complete douchebag and was not really a father. He pretended to be a father. He said a lot of things when they were together, but in the end, he would make promises that he wouldn't keep or couldn't keep. Like, he would say, okay, well, I'm going to pick you up this time, and it will be hours upon hours later after the set schedule, and there would be no call, no explanation of why he didn't show up at all. And eventually my sister just gave up on it. And my mom actually told him to leave her alone. But the thing is, at that time, I was pretty much born already, and my dad was a father figure to her. But the thing is, there are going to be questions that the kids will need to know, especially sexual. Now, I'm not saying that, like, gay people can't have kids. I'm saying that at least have someone there that can replace as the mother. Like, they need someone who is a girl there. They need someone who is a guy there. And it's the same thing with the lesbian perspective. Have a guy there and basically be a godfather if there's not going to be an actual father figure. That's where I'm going at. Because like I said, there's going to be questions that girls will not be able to answer, that they, even if it is another girl, like a daughter, that daughter can't get those answers if there's not an actual father there or a guy there. So, yeah. So, yeah. And it will be the same as with the female. Guys, well, boys will have a similar thing as for girls. Because, I mean, let's say if it's two gay guys, how much are they going to actually know if their daughter is having a period and stuff like that? I mean, yes, they could know. They probably have friends that are girls and stuff. But if there's no, like, mother figure that the girl trusts, then that could be an issue. Or, let's say if it's a guy, and the guy starts getting all horn dog-like, if it's two girls, they're most likely going to end up bitching at him in some way, like, no, you shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah. It's like, they need a guy there to actually say, hey, I know what you're going through. I've been through that. You probably shouldn't act that way. And so on and so forth. To actually explain the situation and be able to fully give the thing. And even on the other side, and then it still could be male. Like, it is very situational, but the kid will most likely get into the perspective of needing both sides at one point. Even with the male, they will probably need to go to their mother and ask them, like, how it is to have a period when they get to that age, and what is a period, and all that. My mom and I are very close. She doesn't really tell me when her periods are, but I can tell. I've picked up on that, and I've picked up on it a long time ago. There are certain signs, and I try to be respectful as I can in those situations, because my mom is already pretty bipolar, let alone adding her period into the mix. So yeah, fun. But there are, for the most part, I don't really talk to my mom most of the time, although we do talk pretty much every day. So yeah. Anyways, that's enough of me blabbing. But that is my point of view on the political stuff. And like I said, if you guys want to explain yourselves on, well, not yourselves, but explain your point of view, your perspective, do it in a friendly manner, in a civil manner. Don't be mad, and don't get offensive. I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm not here to make fun of anyone. Like I said, I do have someone who is going through stuff like this. She, he, it, whatever you want to call it, her, him, like, that person was the first person to ever come out as trans in my town where I live. That is a big deal, because everyone first thought that that person is joking around and all that. Luckily, that person did not have them, like, did not take offense to it, because that person realizes that it is the first person to come out as trans. I do what I can not to offend that person, but like I said, that person does know my perspective. I will not call the person it. I will say person. I don't mind saying person at all. The thing is, until you get your name legally changed, don't get pissed if someone asks you your name or uses your name. And that name is, especially if it's someone who you know for a long time and know you by that name, don't get offensive if they don't start calling you that name. People are human. They will make mistakes. That's the whole point of it. We are human. We make mistakes. And I may not like repeating myself, but I will if I have to, if I'm trying to get a point across. The thing is, if you do decide to try to contact me, and let's say if you are doing it in a friendly manner, if you basically reword your statement, but it's still pretty much the same, I will repeat myself. There may be a couple words here and there that I may change up, and I will do the best to explain myself, and you do the best to explain yourself. The thing is, don't try to catch simple mistakes that I would make. I am human. So don't try to like claw your way to try to break me. Do it respectfully. So, yeah. That's all I'm saying. Do it respectfully. Anyways, toodles. I am going to take a shower and go to my grandparents and probably get laid tonight. And again, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, just go. There's the door. Literally, there's the door. But I will try to live stream more often. I just caught up with work and with life in general. It sucks being an adult, but everyone becomes an adult at one point unless they die at a young age. Speaking of dying, real quick, there was a student at the school in the town that I live at that recently killed themselves. I do have multiple perspectives about that. Suicide is never the answer. There's always someone there to help. The real question is, are you actually trying to look for help? And don't do like vague signs and stuff like that. Actually seek out help. But like I said, I do have multiple perspectives on that as well. I don't believe in suicide, but I also believe that the people who do commit suicide, it doesn't really, like, yeah, it makes a change in your community, but not the one that you're looking for. At least not very often. You gotta think of the lives that you're going to change when you do that. And yes, some will be for the better, but what happens if you killing yourself makes someone else so depressed that they kill themselves? I'm just saying, if anyone who I know kills themselves, I have the same point of view as my grandpa at this point. I am not going to your funeral. Even if it's my mom. If my mom kills herself, I'm not going to her funeral. If my dad kills himself, I'm not going to his funeral. I may go to their graves every now and again, but I'm not going to your funeral at that point. Now, if you're murdered, that's a different story. I would. But suicide, I'm not going to your funeral. The thing is, I may be somewhat heartbroken, like, say, if my mom does kill herself or my dad. The thing is, that would be one less person on the earth who is consuming food. Overpopulation is a thing. So, although I'm not going to go to their funeral and stuff, and I will feel sorry for them, like that they feel like they had to do that, But still, suicide's not the answer. Seek help. Even with overpopulation, don't end your life just because you feel alone or bullied, which often leads to believe that you're alone. There's people that do care about you. And your death, especially suicide, could lead other people to kill themselves. Think about that. Think of the people who you will affect. And you will. Death is a big thing. And most of the time, it will most likely just be progress. I can't speak today, can I? It will most likely only go through your town. But still. Just use your brain. Literally. I'm not saying use your brain as like take a bullet to your head and shoot your brains out. I'm not saying that at all. I don't agree with suicide at all. For the overpopulation thing, and no, this, although yes, in sign language is fuck you. I'm not telling you guys to fuck off. But like, if you want to help overpopulation, don't have kids. Or only have one kid. For my situation, I do want a kid. And I do believe in overpopulation. I am not going to adopt a kid. At least unless I can't have kids. But the thing is, if my significant other can't have kids either, I'm going to, but I will leave that person. I want kids. Now, of course, like, if I'm put into a situation where I literally can't have a kid, I'm forced. But if my significant other doesn't want kids at all, like they know they don't want kids, then I can't be with them. Because I want kids too much. For several reasons. Like, I wouldn't mind adopting. Like, I want my first kid to be my kid. By blood. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with adopting. It's just not for me. At least for my first kid. I don't mind adopting for like the second or third kid. I don't. That's probably something I would end up doing at one point. But it won't be until after a few years after I have my kids. Unless I want to have another kid. I would like to have a boy. At least one. Preferably more than one. So, because as far as I know, I am the last one of my branch of the family tree. As far as I know, I'm sure I have like cousins and stuff, but to continue at least my grandpa's bloodline and my dad's bloodline, I need to have a boy. So I will probably continue having kids until I have a boy. Although I want an actual relationship that I want an actual relationship with the person who I do have a kid with. But let's say if the person I get with already has a kid, I don't mind that either. If the person who I has a kid, I will treat that kid as if it's my own. But I still want a kid that is blood mine. And I'm not saying, like, let's say if my sister dies and my sister's boyfriend dies. I'm not saying that my niece, and let's say if I adopt my niece, like, yes, she is blood related to me, and even my nephew is blood related to me. It's not my blood. it's my mother's blood, which is part of my blood, but still, it's not directed. It's not directly mine. If they have kids, they're going to be my first cousins, not my grandkids. There's a big difference in that line, being cousins. And that's also a thing. Is when I have kids, my niece and nephew and my kids will be most likely be pretty close. So, yeah. Anyways, I keep talking, don't I? I'm like that. I do that a lot. Which makes me a good friend and stuff. It doesn't make me the best YouTuber, but I don't care. I'm live streaming and being a YouTuber because I enjoy it, not because I want money. Money would be a bonus. I wouldn't mind the money, but I'm not doing it for the money. I have a job, and my job's good. I will choose my job over gaming any day. I mean, no offense to you guys, but gaming is mostly a stress relief and a way to communicate with my friends. And I can meet new people. There is one person who I plan on meeting up who does not even live in the same state as me. Actually, two people. One I have I can text, and then the other one I have Snapchat with. So one over text, one over Snapchat, and I plan on meeting both of them at one point. The funny thing is, they live opposite sides of the U.S. from me. One lives one state up, the other one lives like several states down. Like almost the complete opposite. Now it's not the complete opposite from the second person, but they are pretty much opposites from each other from top to bottom. Which I find hilarious, but still. And I plan on meeting them both. From what I can tell, they're both really good people. One of them, I don't know how many of you guys are with or against cannabis, and that's entirely your decision. The thing is, my perspective on it, I'm not big with drugs, but it's mostly against drugs that don't harm you, or does little to no harm. There's over-counter medicine that is 100 times more harmful than cannabis in itself, but yet they're legal and stuff. I am a firm believer that I think our government should legalize all drugs and set up basically rules and restrictions on them, but every drug would be legal, and just tax the heck out of the drugs and use that tax money to set up help centers for the people who want to get off of it. That would be some of like the regulation type. Also, if it's certain types of drugs that can kill you pretty easily, have restrictions on how much you can get at that point, similar to how our pharmacist is. And even have it set up so like you have to have a doctor's prescription, or even if it's not a doctor's prescription, but have proof ID, basically proof of who you are, so they know how much you're getting and stuff, and how often you use. And for the people who use certain types of drugs, they need to sign some sort of waiver where if they do it too often, then they are no longer to have kids. I'm not saying neuter them, but where if they have kids, their kids will be taken away. Similar to how alcohol is, For the people who are really bad alcoholics and stuff like that, they're no longer allowed to have kids, basically. Like, if the drug makes the person dangerous, how it can with alcohol, abusive and stuff, then make it so they can't have kids. And let's say if there's a drug that has a high chance of, even after you stop, where that drug has a high chance to damaging the child, if you would have a child, even on the male side, then make it so they can't have kids, at least at the time, and stuff like that. But again, like, just tax the heck out of it. Have it so you have to pay that much for the actual item, and then tax it. So every dollar you spend so much. That is a way for our government to make more money, so we can spend more on our military, if need be, and more on help centers for the drugs and stuff. Because at that point, like, and even then, like, going back to cannabis, did you know, if you are a cannabis user, yes, starting cannabis at a young age can be dangerous-ish. It won't kill you. Cannabis does slow your brain growth, and can stop your brain growth. Not saying if you do use cannabis, your brain will stop growing and all that. It's kind of like tobacco, and tobacco in itself is pretty safe. It's addictive as fuck, but still, it is safe. The thing is, they put so many freaking drugs and chemicals and stuff into tobacco that the stuff that they put in it has a high chance of giving you cancer. So, smoking cigarettes will, at one point, I will pretty much guarantee you, I'm not saying you will get it in your lifetime, but if you live long enough, you will get cancer from cigarettes. I don't care who you are. Same thing with chewing tobacco. You will get cancer at one point. It's every time. Like, you can have a very lucky streak for years, but your luck will run out eventually with cigarettes and tobacco and stuff. It is one reason why the only time when I picked up cigarettes, and my mom don't know this, I hope she doesn't, but either way. But the only time when I picked up cigarettes is because my tank broke. And I was using it so I could still not eat as much. And this has 0 nicotine. I prefer this over cigarettes any day. Because I don't want the tobacco. This has no tobacco in it. It has no nicotine in it either. So let's say if I get to the point where I'm happy with my weight, which I'm okay with my weight, mine's my eating. Like, if I feel like I'm good and I won't eat as much, I will put this down. Although I do love doing it too, so I may just do it a fun for that point, but still. I can stop. And I plan on stopping at one point. I'm not sure at what point that will be. It mostly depends, because I am someone who I eat when I'm bored. So, yeah. So I do this so I don't really get bored. I game so I don't get bored. But still. Alright, well. But for those who are curious about vaping, you can ask me. I don't know a whole lot about vaping. Although, for those who have, like, vape stores nearby, you can go through that. I don't know of my grandparents' perspective on cannabis. But the thing is, going back to the cannabis thing, real quick, before I officially sign off again, let's just say again, but cannabis, in order for you to overdose on cannabis, you have to smoke your body weight. Good luck doing that. To put it in perspective, you measure cannabis usually by ounces. You can do it by pounds, but typically it's ounces. Or grams. Usually ounces. You can ask for grams and stuff, and most dealers will know, but still, most of the time it's ounces. And an ounce is a lot. To put it in perspective, an ounce, if you know the weight, an ounce is maybe like about that big of a bag. That's about what an ounce would be of cannabis, of that size, but it would weigh an ounce. This in itself, just this one without no tank or anything, and it does have batteries though, but with the batteries and no tank, it probably weighs about 4 or 5 ounces. Probably more than that, to be honest, but around 5 ounces. This probably weighs about 15 ounces, adding the tank, the liquid, and the box mod in itself, because the box mod's pretty heavy. So. I don't know yet. I'm avoiding that. I'm avoiding that with the 10-foot stick. My ex said, "Hey, I love you." I'm like, "I love me too." She was like, "Rude." I just said LMAFO. Shit, it's almost 4. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock. So yeah. Alright, so I do need to get off here. I will talk to you guys at one point. Like I said, I do miss you guys. I know that I don't have a lot of subscribers, and I actually haven't checked, but I'm sure that it probably went down with how long I went AKIA. Well, MIA. MIA. Oh, missing in action. Where did the AKIA came from? I don't know. EKIA, enemy killed in action. So yeah. I will do what I can to live stream more. No promises it will be daily. No promises it will be every week. I'm not making any promises. Like I said, it will depend on my mood. I will likely end up live streaming every few days, maybe every day for a time, and then maybe, like, I do want at one point to have a schedule, but it probably won't be until, like, I'm a manager, which, if I really push for, I could probably become one by the, like, 2 weeks or 3, if I push for it. I'm not going to. I want to get my own place, and get a reliable car first. Hang on, guys.